All right, we're going to keep the show rolling. Please do me a favor and give a big warm welcome to Lincoln Daw, everybody.
Thank you, Byron. Thank you to everybody for coming out tonight. My name is Lincoln. I'm from quite a large family, 5 children in my family. Look, when you're from a family of that size, like, we're not from a particularly impressive gene pool. There was no reason for my mum and dad to have so many children. It wasn't like, we've got 5, 2 more, and we have a gold medal winning water polo team. Let's keep going. So we know in our family, like my sister and brothers and I know, we know that at least one of us is an accident. At least one. And so in the last few years, we're just trying to figure out who is it. You know? We tried asking my dad directly. We're like, who's the accident? Bless his soul, he didn't say, none of you are accidents. He said, I can't remember, honestly. Could be more than one, I'm not sure. Right, like, we're led to believe that, like, the eldest kids are the planned births and the younger kids are the accidents. And I'm number 2 in my family, so I have every intention in that being true. But when you think about it, right, when my parents had my older sister, they were like 20 years old, they had no life experience, they did not have stable jobs. Dad was still a novice at the pull-out method. You fast forward 10 years when they had my youngest brother, pretty happy in life, stable jobs. Dad could afford condoms, so he didn't need to rely on the pull-out method. We're calling my older sister planned, but my younger brother the accident? I just don't know anymore. I'm worried in my family that kids 4 and 5 are there to make up for the disappointments that were 1, 2, and 3. You know, because, like, I'm in China, right? And for the foreigners in the audience, like, no one comes to China on purpose, right? Come on, China's no one's first choice, right? There isn't a foreigner here who's like, wow, I just got accepted into Harvard on scholarship, yes. And Silicon Valley want to buy this app I invented, yes. But I see over here on daveseslcafe.com that Ningbo needs a kindergarten teacher. Decisions, man. So when my parents ask me, what are you doing in China exactly? I'm like, well, I could be an accident, so I'm going to the country of China to appreciate life. No accidents in this country, right? And also back home in Australia, like at best, I'm like maybe a 7. But you come here and you kind of get bumped up. Like I get bumped up automatically to an 8. And because you can screw around with statistics in this country, I can bump that up again to a 9.5. No worries, no one asks any questions. I don't really like telling Chinese people I'm from such a large family. You know, in a country of only children, it kind of feels like bragging. You know? I also get strange responses. One time a Chinese guy heard this and he's like, 5 children? Wow, that is so illegal. Dude, how long did it take to pay off that fine? Are you all official? I'm like, yeah, we're all on the paper, you know, like, we had one hukou, we shared it around between the 5 kids. Tuesday was the day I got to go to school from the hospital. Healthy childhood. So I went to America over the summer. I went to a baseball game, and in the bathroom of the baseball game, these 2 Americans were waiting in line with me and they were having a conversation. One guy was talking about how amazing the hookers in Paris were. His friend was talking about how amazing the hookers in Amsterdam were. A guy at the urinal, midstream, doesn't know these guys, hears them, turns around and said, "You guys need to check out the hookers in Madrid!" And I was appalled at this like impromptu misogyny conference. But I was also kind of impressed because I'm like, damn, Americans know their geography these days. It's like 3 European capitals. Didn't used to be like that. These guys clearly did not vote for Trump. Judging by what they were talking about, probably didn't vote for Hillary either. Like, they probably wouldn't know where I'm from. I'm from Canberra in Australia. And that's the capital city that none of you have ever heard of. I kid you not, it's Canberra. And Canberra, like, is a nice place. It's clean. It's quiet. It's boring. But look, it has an amazing nickname. It's called the Bush Capital. That is on number plate. It's called the Bush Capital. And my mum and dad are really enthusiastic about Canberra, and they came to China. They were talking to an American friend of mine, saying, yes, Canberra's the capital. You've got to come. Have you heard the slogan, the Bush Capital? Now, this American guy, without knowing that Canberra was quite leafy, thought my dad was referring not to trees, but to female bush. But what threw him the most wasn't that we are a bush capital, but that we know that, right? And we're like, yeah, check it out, bush capital, definitely, without doubt. So he was like, geez, which government department conducted that survey? Sorry, ladies, you want to live in this town? Let's see. Sorry, you've got to be a bit unkempt down there to get let in. So this American guy is like, it must be very popular with Japanese tourists. Not all of you got that. He did, because he watches porn. Like, my man, thank you. My dad didn't get that. He's like, yeah, well, he responded with a fact, which is Canberra's sister city is Nara, Japan. So it was just an amazing conversation all around. So yeah, I went to America. I went to meet the parents of my girlfriend. We have, the relationship has taken a step. Ooh. So my girlfriend is an Iranian who grew up in America but now lives in China. Have you? Yeah. Before I get on stage, I have my assistant come on just so like you can, Have you ever noticed that whenever someone's dating a mixed culture person, they always slow it down? They're like, so I'm dating a Somalian, Finnish, Jew, and she has the head of a unicorn. It's so fucking... Just say it! It's fine. You know, we're in a global world now. So yeah, I went to meet her parents. I stayed at my Muslim girlfriend's Muslim parents' place in separate bedrooms. Like when we said goodbye at night, I would say goodbye, sir, goodbye, ma'am, and to my girlfriend, we would just shake hands. And be like, hey, yeah, I knew what that hand can do to me. So ironically, like America was really oppressive for our relationship. China's like the land of the free. The two of us. There might be something to that. But look, I think it's a bit of a myth that the parents are harder to deal with than the partner. In my girlfriend's case, she's the challenging one, right? Like, her parents, it went really well, they like me. But the problem is, I think I shot myself in the foot by being so damn charming, because it's not cool to like stuff your parents are into, right? Like, they're also into gardening, That's pretty boring. And so, we're at a cousin's wedding, and her family are trying to get us to dance together, and she didn't want to dance with me. I wanted to dance with her, and her father is trying to push us together. She walks off, the dad's like, don't worry, we'll try something else. And I'm like, this has taken a weird turn. Now apparently you've become my wingman all of a sudden.